On a day like today, you could be forgiven for thinking this just looks like a windswept hillside. But these 5,000 acres have enormous significance for the people of Langham. This land now belongs to the community, and there are ambitious plans for its future.
Now the Cumbrian charity is facing its biggest challenge. Just managing to stay afloat means it's going to have to consider making some of its staff redundant. The hospice costs £450 an hour to run and relies heavily on donations. With the closure of their shops and social distancing meaning that fewer people are able to fundraise, the charity says it's created the perfect storm. Here at Rosefield Farm, they've been producing potatoes since 1895. Every year they export 200 tonnes to Europe, which are then planted and used to produce chips and crisps across the continent. But for these farmers, the chips are down. They weren't included in the Brexit deal, meaning that since the 1st of January, they haven't been allowed to export their produce to the EU.
It's going to be a massive impact. There is certain growers in Scotland, all they do is supply potatoes to the European market, and the UK market would be their smallest sector.
This week we've been hearing some of the incredible stories of the amazing people doing phenomenal things in their communities. Unfortunately, there can only be one ITV Border Regional Fundraiser of the Year. Congratulations, Mark. You are this year's ITV Border Fundraiser of the Year. Congratulations.
Thank you.
This is my first fish.
They say you never forget it, and little Hugo is probably hooked for life. After being cooped up for months, these kids, like thousands of others, are taking to the water. Fishing is suddenly all the fashion. Enjoying a meal is something most of us take for granted, but for those with an eating disorder, avoiding food can become all-consuming.
When you have an eating disorder, you don't view food as food. It becomes just numbers in your mind that you're calculating. You think about it before you have to eat it, while eating it, ruminate on it, after you've ate it.
With regards to your female employees, both internationally and in Afghanistan, how safe do you think they are going forward underneath this Taliban government?
It's a bit early to say, actually. We will wait and see on how the new Islamic Emirate behave.
In times of trouble, people are turning to tradition. And it's that time of year again where locals visit Ivor Roberts at Mappertrees Farm to pick out their perfect pine. These Christmas trees have been growing here for 16 years and there are 15,000 of them. Ivor says that this Christmas he's never been busier.